There it is. We're live. How you doing, Jamie?
I'm here. I'm doing good. Ready to talk.
On a Saturday night, chilling.
Yep, Saturday night. You're lucky the UFC fights aren't what they used to be, or I'd be watching a UFC fight. But it don't get good nowadays until the main event. So
yeah,
you're good this week, Mike.
That was good. I'm glad we got you. Oh, you know what? I gotta check the comment section here and see what we got. Four up in the house. Oh, Terry woke up for the look. He got his alarm set.
He sets his alarms. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Granular auto detailing the house. Keith, what's going on? So we got people coming up in here. So tonight, we got Keith popping in here. So tonight we got a good one, which was
very good one.
If I remember right, when Rick was hosting Levi with the RAD company, and I think after Levi had to go out, we ended up going on for a while. Were you in that one?
No, that was Dewar.
Okay. So Rick had put a poll up on who do you guys want to see on our future lives, and our guest tonight was actually one of our top 3 in that poll. And
okay. Nice.
I worked on it for a couple of weeks and made it happen.
Yeah, he's taking over the YouTube scene. So
yeah, which is pretty good. And so awesome. I only got since it is a holiday season, I only got a couple left. So I do have the one like we did last year on Rick's birthday, which is the day after his birthday. Actually, we got Pan the organizer on the November 30th, and then we got the Christmas or the holiday live in December, which we're only doing one in December, which I do have a really good lineup so far. We're only going to have 5 guests coming in. I'm not going to tell anybody who it is. I have 5 big names coming in. I'm not going to tell nobody who it is. I'm not even going to tell Rick who it is. I'm not even going to tell you who it is.
Predictions going in the chat. Who might it be?
I ain't telling nobody who it is. But there are some big heavy hitters in detailing. But I got 2 of them confirmed so far coming in. And they both have been guests on the show before. One has been a guest more than once, and one has been on the guest at least once. So, which would be good. And that'll be in December. And then I got Aerospace 303 coming in January. And then starting off with that, Papa Smurf in the house, probably still at work.
Big Red,
Big Red Dog. That's my brother from another mother in here. Kim, what's going on, Kim?
They're coming in.
Texas Dee.
Spread the word.
Texas Dee in the house. She is in. There was a plane crash in Dallas today.
That was crazy.
Crazy accident going on over there today. Did you see that today?
Yes, I did. It was not good.
Crazy.
Not good at all.
Yeah. So, if you guys were in Rick's live stream when we had Levi, you guys would have known that your guys' request, our special guest tonight, is a YouTuber that does put out quite a bit of content, at least almost pretty much daily, of a lot of product reviews. I like what I've seen his warehouse where he puts all these products, which we'll probably know where they all go. I'd like to introduce you guys tonight, our special guest, Josh.
What's up, boys? How's it going?
What's going on? How you doing?
Good, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for being on the show.
Of course, man. Yeah, and thank you to you too for continually following up, dude. I get busy, and you reach out.
Good.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, dude.
No problem. So I'm gonna put this on. So you are the big guy. There we go, the big guy. So, Josh, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Let's see here. From San Diego, California. Been detailing for just shy of 18 years now. Still run and operate my business to this day. Started posting on YouTube like consistently about 2 years ago, I would say, and just been kind of growing off that. And it's really cool because it's along with just the YouTube side and getting to know people and everything, which is really cool. It helps kind of fuel the actual business as well. Because like, man, one of the things, like, you know, you have your website up and all that kind of stuff, right? And I have a couple different web pages for my business within San Diego, just kind of targeted keywords for each area. And, my kind of parent website didn't get a lot of views. I didn't do any SEO for it or anything like that. Didn't get any views. And then just wearing my shirt in the videos I was getting from like nothing, like 800 impressions a month or 800 clicks a month, and it went to 8,000. Pretty cool. So, yeah, and that helps your SEO and everything else. So
yes, it does.
Yeah, it's very beneficial.
Very
What's up?
cool. Yeah, I actually scrolled to the bottom of your channel today. So it was about 3 years ago. I think you have maybe a couple 4-year-old videos, but like
yeah, for sure.
3 years ago, you reviewed the classic. It was like HD speed, all-time classic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably on this way, right?
Still, yep, I think so. Yeah, and then you fixed the fabric seat after that with little glue, and So right from the jump, man, really good quality videos, really good tips. So just fantastic channel.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'd say one of my biggest things, like I said, you might be able to hear an echo in here right now, but learning, like, just having a lavalier mic made all the difference in the world for the channel. Yeah. It's made a big impact. So
So, you know, that probably takes us from the first question that Rick had put in. Says, when did your passion in detailing first take root? So that was 18 years ago then, huh?
Yeah. So honestly, man, it was kind of more out of necessity than anything else, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Yeah. Always liked cars growing up, but I grew up surfing. I came from a family, like, parents are amazing, but we didn't have much money. So, like, as far as like working on a car, like, there was no clear coat left on the car. The interior was already trash. Like, there was, you know, it wasn't a good starting place. I was surfing a bunch, had a couple of sponsors, getting paid a little bit and traveling a bunch. Came back from one of my trips, and my sponsor had dropped their whole men's program, so no more income. And then I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Drove down to the beach to go surfing, and saw a mobile detailer go by me, and then I started like a week later.
Wow,
going since then. Yeah.
So the surf sponsorship, that's wild. So how's it been? You know, we don't get much sponsorship and detailing on the conscious trader side. How is that compared to the surf sponsorships? Any kind of comparison there?
As far as what, just detailing in general, or?
Yeah, just being in a different lane, looking for sponsors. Yeah,
so it was good, actually. In there, you can kind of relate to them. I think that was a good starting place for me because I probably wasn't the best, you know, but I marketed myself. So I kind of learned how to market pretty early on to get those sponsors, because I wanted the new surfboards, new wetsuits, all that kind of stuff. So I marketed myself to these companies and was able to get in with them. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like detailing brands need to, I don't know, it's kind of a tricky situation for YouTubers because people want to sometimes bash the guys who do sponsorship videos. So it's weird how the audience of the detailing side really critiques sponsorships and auto detailing. I don't really get that.
I don't do any of them, but I am not against doing them at all. It's basically like, as long as you're upfront and you say, hey, you know, like, even if you have a sponsorship, if it's a product that you're going to use anyway, and you're going to promote anyway, then I have no problem with it. If it's not a good product and you're saying, hey, go get this just because it's a sponsor, for sure not good. But if it's a good product, you're ready, like, you know.
Clearly you're a Max Shine guy. So I think it makes all the sense in the world. Like, you should be a Max Shine sponsored detailer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see how the detailing brands haven't made that connect, or, you know, the audience that watches this, but I think that's something that should absolutely happen. Especially when you get on your level.
Yeah, sure. And they've been cool. Like, you know, like my storage solutions and stuff in the background, they saw the value of the channel. So they sent me some of those so I could put them up and all that kind of stuff. And I have them in my vans and stuff. So they helped me out in that way.
I have a couple that help me out like that. It's
for sure.
But still, it's like, let's get fully on board here. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
All right, Mikey, you can continue.
No, you're good. So when when you're not busy performing details or reviewing products, what can we find you doing?
Man, just hanging out with my kids and my wife. I know
tonight was going to be tough because you got movie night tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Tomorrow's family day, but we went the whole my wife and my 2 daughters. We went to Cars and Coffee this morning, so we got some time in this morning. So they don't.
That was great. Yeah, I seen that on your Instagram today. You guys are out cruising around.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a good one not far from me. That's in Rancho Santa Fe. It's a really affluent area. So there's all sorts. I mean, so I saw 3 different new Ford GTs this morning.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, they're just all over the place.
Oh, no. That's cool. So what's the one thing that you find most satisfying about being a YouTuber?
I would say, like, it's still weird to me. Like, every once in a while I'll be out, like, because I've done a lot of pressure washer reviews and stuff,
Yeah.
And every once in a while I'll be at Home Depot and someone will come up to me and have known the videos, and it's still weird to me. Like, all I do is, I film out of my shop here. So it doesn't feel like it's anything special, but a lot of times I'll get emails of, like, this last week, someone emailed me saying how watching my videos gave them the courage to start their own detailing business and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's just amazing. It's really humbling to me. Like, it's just, I don't feel like I'm doing anything, but when people write that, I'm like, man, that's incredible. And I'm super happy to be that little thing that helps you, start your own thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And you from the jump have been like a good, voiceover talker. You know what I mean? Like my first couple videos are nowhere near the quality,
Man, dude, I think like some of my early on ones where it's true. I felt so awkward, when it's just repetition, And even at SEMA, like I said, I'm usually just here making videos. So going to SEMA and filming in front of people, I felt weird. But this year I was like, just holding the camera out and just kind of when it was cool. I feel awkward.
SEMA interviews have been really good and really enjoying them.
They were pretty good too. Yeah, you look like a natural.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm finally just warmed up to that whole thing. Like some of those like Stradman, all these, automotive YouTube guys, I'm always like, man, how do they go everywhere holding it and not feel weird about it? But I guess it's the same thing. You just get used to it,
Yeah.
So.
And then something you see happen in the detailing world that tickles you pink. Don't worry, this is Rick typing this in.
I don't know. Something in the detailing world. I don't know. More. I was just listening to, you guys know Jimbo from Auto Detailing Podcast. So I've never met him personally, but I was just listening to his podcast, and just the same kind of thing of what he was talking about on his latest one. I think it was his impressions of SEMA. And I saw that growing up in the surf industry. Some of the big conventions are gone now because it was more just kind of everyone just kind of showing off versus getting any business done there. And he was kind of saying that with the detailing industry at SEMA and how he sees that he could possibly do more kind of specific events for people that would help promote the brand as opposed to spending all the money going to a convention like that. It's one of those things. I agree with it and I don't agree with it. I think there's, good and bad to both of it, but seeing companies kind of work with people a little bit more to help promote the brands, I think is cool. Same thing with, I think it's Car Supplies Warehouse. I got an email. They're going to do an influencer event, having people out. So I haven't decided if I'm going to that yet, but it seems like a really cool thing. It kind of brings
Jamie's into that.
You guys going to go to that? Have you
Yes.
know? Yeah, cool.
I will be there. I'm definitely in.
Jamie,
going back to Jimbo. What?
Where are you out of?
𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗢, Louisiana. I'm in the swamps.
Gotcha. Yeah. Right on. Good deal.
Yeah, but bringing back up Jimbo again, he's one of the guys I think's finally getting his due, from Turtle Wax. All them years torturing, the Turtle Wax products and really making them step up their game. He's been featured in a couple of their good YouTube videos lately, like Pan. So he's one of the guys who's finally, getting the respect from certain brands,
Yeah, and
so I'm glad to see it.
He spoke to that, I think, in that same SEMA one, how he was saying like he had first-hand experience with the products that they were doing because they had him do some sort of promotion beforehand, I guess. He was like, yeah, take it for what it is. If like, I do like the product, but just so you know, I did do the special event with them. So yeah, it's cool.
And it's not like like that video that he did for 𝗟𝗑𝗧𝗢 popped up on his channel. It was on the 𝗟𝗑𝗧𝗢 channel. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's on the channel. It's not Jimbo reviewing the product. It's Jimbo.
Yeah, they're not hiding anything there for sure.
Yeah, it's like, Jimbo just doing the presentation. So I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
I think more people should think it's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
So now it's going to be the opposite question here. Something you see happening in the detailing world that grinds your gears.
Every once, it's, I guess, on the detail business side, is people not knowing their worth. So like, you're kind of, especially in San Diego, there's a lot of competition, right? So you almost, I feel like it's people kind of fighting each other to the bottom on price a lot of times. And that's not where you want to go at all. Because, you can always keep fighting for a lower price, right? Eventually someone's going to be the cheapest and you can't beat them. But going after quality, obviously that's the main thing, right? We're detailers. That's what we want to do. But it's just frustrating when there are companies out there doing that, and it just kind of makes it harder for you.
Yeah. Now, there's no way I could compete with my competitors' prices here.
Yeah.
Because it's like dirt cheap.
Yeah, for sure. And even like we're fully insured. We have both general liability, and then we have a garage keepers policy as well. Because at least now, this is what my insurance guy told me. Which, maybe he just wanted a bigger commission. I don't know. But general liability, if you damage the car, it's not covered, right? If someone gets injured where you're working, it's covered. But if you damage the car, nothing's covered. So you need a garage keepers policy on top.
Garage keeper, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
Yeah. So, and a lot of those guys that, are offering cheap prices aren't, they don't have those. So,
yeah. That's, good thing to tell your clients when they're, coming at you first time.
For sure.
We're in a different league.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you're working on the expensive stuff,
Yeah.
Stuff happens. You want to have that coverage for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, if you can instantly become an expert in something non-detail related, what would it be?
I guess really because of the YouTube channel, photography and, and filmmaking and stuff. So like, even when I do my videos, I edit them very, very basic. I started off on, iMovie. Yeah. And switched over to, I use Adobe Rush now, which is like,
that's what I
very,
use.
very similar to that. But yeah, I'd like to be able to get in, like really create some cool features within the videos. But again, it's just a time thing. I don't have the time to learn all of that right now to be able to implement it in the video. So
yeah, that is the hard part too. Yeah.
Yeah. iMovie. I don't even remember what my first software was. It was some free something of another. It was bad. It was so bad.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
Yeah.
But Rush is awesome. Rush is really.
Yeah, it makes it easy. It makes it easy. It's easy enough to plug in different titles and all that kind of stuff. Easily up.
But I understand what you're saying. You can't get too technical with Rush because it just doesn't allow you to get that far. But yeah, there's a whole nother league of editing that way above my head.
Yeah, exactly.
It gets complicated.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you feel of the GOAT detailing product?
GOAT detailing product.
I would say like the thing that I used so much, and I've talked about it in a lot of my videos, is Technician's Choice ceramic detail spray. I use it.
You do that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I would say that just because I use it so much. There's a lot of other brands out there. I think that could possibly be better, but on cost per ounce, like because I buy it in a 5-gallon, so it's so cheap and does a fantastic job. I really like that stuff.
Nice. Let's go around the horn, Mike. What's yours?
My favorite is the from Detail Firm, the interior lather. That's my favorite.
Reppin', I see. Mine is got to be O&R. I think it's just the GOAT of all detailing products because it can replace pretty much all your detailing products. Yeah. Even down to air freshener if you wanted to. Like, it's just freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
And as far as a tool goes, the scrub ninjas, I think, from Auto Fiber.
Yes.
I feel myself. I go to those over anything. If I'm on the interior, those things are just getting like I go through them. I love those things.
I just saw made some Velcro ones that you can slap on machines now. I'm like, holy crap, that's about to change the game.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to. I met with Ian from Auto Fiber at SEMA, and they're local to me. Like he lives 20 minutes away from where I am. So I'm hoping to kind of connect with them more and do some more videos, kind of going through everything they offer, because they come up with some really cool stuff.
Ian takes a lot of chances. So
yeah, definitely.
He's not afraid to make a product and, and be not so great and whatever. He took the chance to make it. So
and then if it's
decent,
like something else, he makes those changes and keeps that better and better. So it's cool to see that.
Auto fiber's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
What has been the number one contributing factor to your YouTube success?
I would guess, I don't know for sure, correct, because I don't know exactly what the algorithm is, but I would say consistency. And I try and dive into the YouTube side as much as I can, just with bigger channels and like different events that like there was one called 𝗑𝗘𝗧𝗢𝗦 not too long ago, and I didn't go to it, but they do have, like, you could buy the recorded videos of it. And they're saying now that consistency isn't as important. It's more thumbnail and all that kind of stuff. But I really think just, the consistency has really been my biggest driving factor for sure.
Watching you grow, like you popped on my feed one time and I watched the video and I was like, oh, he's about to take off. You finally, I think, figured out a formula and consistency.
Yeah. It's, I guess, they say it's thumbnail. You got to get people to click on it. There's a click-through ratio, right? So if they show your thumbnail a bunch, but no one's clicking on it, then they're going to say, okay, we're not going to show it anymore. And then once people do click on it, if the watch time is so little, if they're just clicking in, watching for a second, clicking out, then they're going to stop showing it
that's
too.
Bad. Watch time is really important. Yeah,
definitely.
And you have that perfect, you have a good cadence, talk a little faster than most of us. Speak well. And with the consistency and the formula that you've created, I mean, it just hits the algorithm, I think, really well.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
So
and
I think you're going to continue to grow for sure.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, nothing was planned. It's just, kind of fell into it and it's been working. So let's try and keep it going.
I know you've had that car for a while and it's been running too, right?
Yeah, it runs. Yeah, I recently got the interior done on it.
What type of car is it?
It's a 1969 Ford Fairlane.
Nice.
Yeah, so I bought it for $5,000, and like all the body work and everything was done to it. So I redid the interior, and even that, like, I'm not super happy with the interior on how it came out, but I also didn't spend a ton of money on it. So, but yeah, no, I love that thing.
Nice. All right. What is your favorite way of rewarding yourself after having one of those awesome days?
Man, again, it all, like, literally all my time is either working, either detailing or YouTube channel stuff. And the rest of it is family. So I try, and I would love to get to a point where I can, like, focus down and really minimize my time working. I guess everyone does, really, and just focus in on spending time with the family more and more. But my daughters are pretty young still. They're 8 and 5. So trying to just kind of spend as much time as possible with them, So a lot of times we'll, just run down to the beach after a day at work. We'll run down to the beach, watch the sunset, let the kids play. And that's always good. Yeah.
So when you filmed, are you filming like during work hours? You just kind of wrap it into your work day, or is that after hours?
For the most, sometimes it depends on. So like a lot of the B-roll footage, like if I'm working on a car that's from an actual customer. Outside of that, it's I'll get back to the shop and film, and then go home. Typically, hang out with the kids, put the kids to bed, and then I'll edit while my wife and I are kind of just hanging out, watching TV or whatever. I'll finish editing and then and upload it for the next day. I'm not one of those guys that has a bunch of videos in the backlog. I would like to be, but like I have a video like for my Tuesday video, I'm going to finish editing it after this. So it's always like a day or two before the video is ready.
Yeah, some guys like to stay, 4 weeks or so in advance. But I'm kind of like you. I try and pump it out just when I get it, edit it out, send it out, just get it out in the face. Yeah, but Serrano's Mobile here, our friend Carlos, asking if you sell any hats with the logo.
Yeah, well, I have. Which logo are we talking about, man? So the detail green one, I don't, but I have the Detailer Supply ones. And they should be on my site. They're just, as of right now, they're just what's it called? print on demand. So like you order it, it gets sent off to the company that fulfills it and sends it out.
Yeah.
So I don't stock them as of right now, but it'll be coming in.
All right. Yep. And then our last question our last question that we ask every single person, and we've gotten some random answers too. And it's tell us your recent non-detailing related purchase has left you highly satisfied.
Oh, super satisfied. Okay. My Porsche came in.
Oh yeah, you just buy that. Yeah.
It's it's based on, it's the 981, so they only made it for 3 years. It's a six-speed manual. It's the base model. It's not like super fast, but the handling on it is just insane and sounds super good. It's got the sport exhaust on it. Yeah, I love it. That's for sure the one thing. Like, no buyer's remorse with that thing at all.
So Daryl's asking, what is the official name of the color of the Fairline?
That's a good question. It was repainted, but it is a factory color, but I don't know it off of the top of my head. I'll do some research. I'll try and figure that out because I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head.
Granular says, what video software you currently use for editing?
Yeah, Adobe Rush. It's part of the Adobe suite, but it's called Adobe Rush. It's pretty nice and simplified, similar to iMovie, but a little bit more robust, but still really easy to use.
So Terry says, a beautiful ride.
Thanks, man.
Terry's ride is a 4-wheel wheelchair, but Terry's got a beautiful ride too.
Leave Terry alone.
Yeah, leave Terry alone. So just out of curiosity, out of all these products that you do, mainly pressure washers, where do they end up?
So I'm going to be doing, so I've got a little stack of pressure washers over here that I did a video collab with Pam. And so I usually when I get them in, I'll either just give them to friends and family or I'll do a giveaway on the channel. And then, so I got a little stack over here because I got more for that video. So I'm going to be planning a giveaway video where I'm just going to kind of catalog which ones are there and do a giveaway somehow. I just got to figure out how, because there's going to be quite a few of them. And I don't know, like if I'm just going to pull a name and then grab a random one or let them choose or whatever else. So, but most of them just get given away.
Yeah, your pressure washer series. I mean, you want some views quick. People love a good pressure washer video.
They do. Yeah.
That's a good series to do. So it's worth the investment buying a couple of cheap pressure washers. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, because a lot of them. I mean, that's really what it was based on. Is those cheap ones you can just pick up at any big box store, and then how to kind of maximize the performance of them just by changing out the nozzle orifice and like that to get a little more out of them.
Yeah, I reviewed a Sunjo from Walmart, like $40, like 3 years ago, and that video still gets 1,000 views, a year. People commenting. It's like seasonal too, like around the like right now. I'll have Gorilla Step Ladder review go viral. Have the Sunjo pressure washer. So any equipment around the holiday season you review, it's gonna keep going for some years.
Exactly. Yeah, because everyone's shopping right now and wants to know, hey, is this a good choice or whatever else. So
I always find that funny.
So Tim's asking, is that a stock 390 CI motor?
No, it is not. Unfortunately, it's actually a 6. It's the 2. Oh God, I can't remember. It's the biggest 6-cylinder that they make. So when I bought it, I just wanted something to shift. So I was sick of driving it automatic. I wanted something. So I found this, like I said, cheap. So I bought that. And then I have a buddy, there's a shop in San Diego called Acme Garage. He builds all sorts of crazy hot rods. So I'm looking at possibly taking that to him and letting him just go crazy on it. And really like crazy. So, but yeah, for now it's all show and not much go.
Yeah, Daryl says he's repping that basic 1600 Ryobi. I've been running them for years. I just buy 2 every Black Friday. They're $60.
Yeah,
right now at Lowe's, and man, those things will either sometimes they'll go out pretty fast, but some you get the goat one, and it'll last you a good year to that next sale. Sure. And
what have you found? What's the first thing that goes for you?
It'll just go out completely.
The plug. Every once in a while, it's some sort of electrical thing with the plug. Yeah, but that's the good thing with these things is you don't want to take advantage of it, but at the same time, if you're not that deep into using it, Home Depot's so good with their return policy. You could take it in, swap a new one, and you're out of there. So,
I've been running my active VE52 for almost 18 months now.
Perfect. Yeah. So I swapped out in my van. I normally run a AR Blue, the AR630 TSS. I pulled that out when I got the 2.0 and put that in there just to see if it can handle it, and it's been in there, I don't know, time-wise, a month and a half.
Yeah. About how long you put that video out?
Yeah, I think so. I think probably about that. And it's, zero issues so far.
Yeah.
So, and it's nice.
It's time for LS swap.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, I agree, man. For sure. Yeah, my buddy's the guy to do it. So as long as he has the time, I think I'll get it in there here soon.
So is your favorite pressure washer still the AR, or what's
I think like on the professional side, like, because that thing's serviceable, it's super heavy. You would kind of compare that to the 𝗟𝗓𝗧𝗢, and I think that the 𝗟𝗓𝗧𝗢, like the build quality on those things are insane. But like for me, using the AR, it's in my van. Stuff's honestly, it's kind of getting banged around a little bit. Stuff's getting tossed onto it. I don't care about the fit and finish that much as long as it's performing. And then, if you go with that one, you can save so much money as opposed to the 𝗟𝗓𝗧𝗢. So yeah, that one's probably and it actually gets a little bit better numbers than some of the 𝗟𝗓𝗧𝗢s on water flow. So
nice.
Yeah, that one's been great.
And you've played with the new Active 2.0, right?
Yeah, definitely.
How are those going?
The giveaway as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I have one sitting there. I think I have two of them. I think I have one that's completely unopened and then one that was open for filming something. So those will be getting given away as well.
Well, hell, you want to sell the ones not open yet?
Yeah.
I know, they're great little units, man. They really stepped it up, and because even the VE52 is fantastic. And I know when they first came out with them, they were having that issue with the total stop mechanism.
Yeah.
I guess I'm running a 50-foot pressure washer hose on it, so the back pressure I guess would cause it to fail over time. But even that one, they upgraded it, so they fixed that issue. The VE52 just gets a little bit more performance out of it, but it's a really nice small footprint. It's very small.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good little unit for sure.
So now that you went to SEMA and you're a MaxShine person and you introduced yourself to 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗢𝗏, and you still going to be a MaxShine person?
Yeah, no. So I think what I try and do is really, especially on the YouTube channel, right? I want to bring as much value as I possibly can. So MaxShine, like on the tool side, like I think
you can't beat them.
Yeah, they're amazing. So with 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗢𝗏, I actually worked it out with them. I actually am a retailer of their product now as well. So
Nice.
on my site, and I'm looking at setting up an actual location for detailers where I can sell DI water and chemicals. But yeah, like some of their products, obviously they're higher priced, right? But some of them are so insanely dilutable. And then
Polestar.
Yeah, exactly. And then you use a little foaming pump sprayer that they have, and you're going through like no product. Like it's crazy. And then even on all their foaming soaps, I usually use half an ounce. So like,
and I reviewed Plastar a little while ago on TikTok, and all I got my comments was, it's like $40 a bottle. It's like $40. I'm like, literally in the video, I put like 2 drops and dress a whole tire. Like,
yeah, exactly.
What are y'all not correlating here?
Yep. That's the thing. That was on TikTok, you said? Yeah,
it was on TikTok.
Yeah. Same thing with YouTube too. Like I try and explain all that stuff, and then still you get comments like, "Hey," and they, it's just what it is.
Yeah, just what it is.
Yeah. So.
Jamie's a big TikTok person.
That's awesome, man. I don't even have an account.
I for some reason took off on TikTok. Started flipping foam cannons and showing the foam, and then took off.
Sweet. How many views do you get on that? Like, is there? I don't even know the platform. So is it like based on a monthly structure, kind of like?
It's like your latest video goes for like a week, and that's about it. It's really it has to keep relevant. Yeah,
gotcha.
Like they're like my son Joe. If my son Joe review was on TikTok, it wouldn't go viral again ever. It's only what you're putting out. Yep. So it's real fast paced, catch people's attention. that
How
kind of
long are your TikTok videos usually? Like just like 30 seconds long, or like?
Yeah, I've experimented all the way up to 10 minutes. I've dropped full YouTube videos on TikTok just to see what'll happen. But yeah, the shorter videos are where it's at still.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So pretty short, 30 seconds tops, really.
It's just where the world is now, man. They just want quick.
Yeah.
You know, it's insane.
And YouTube's trying to do the shorts now, and they're trying.
Yeah, they're trying to take out TikTok pretty much. So they're coming after TikTok beginning of 2023.
Yeah,
they're rolling out the monetization program and really trying to capture some of those TikTokers.
Yeah,
so that's gonna be interesting.
Absolutely. I remember during that vid summit thing, they were talking about that, and I can't remember how many views you have to
40 million.
40 million. That's what it is, right? To be eligible for the. It's insane. It sounds like so. I guess it's in that in that type of content, though. I guess you can. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like a big number.
You have to get it in 90 days too.
That's what. Yeah. So,
yeah.
You know, it seems tricky, but
it does. I'm like, damn, 40 million views in 90 days. I'm like, Jesus, that's a lot.
That's when, like, one of my first viral TikToks is the 𝗘𝗘𝗧𝗢𝗙, and I literally just scooted it into the tire, like 3 million views, 4-second clip. You know, that's when you have to do a couple of those videos and get the views up and get the monetization, and then you can do the cool stuff.
Which makes, but when you put it in that perspective, you know, it's like, 40 million, I guess it's attainable, you know?
Yeah,
man. Yeah. It seems daunting.
Yeah. So, I mean, even when you first start your YouTube channel, you know, it's like, it wanted like what, 4,000 watch hours or something. You're like, that is impossible.
1,000 subs. And whatever.
Yeah. When I first started doing that, I'm like, it's going to be forever. It took me a year.
Yeah, same for me. Yeah. I think it was a year. Before it actually got or right around there, you know?
Yeah.
10 months, 11 months.
If you're consistent, it pretty much takes 1 year.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you're consistent. Yeah.
And I'm, at the end of December, it'll be 3 full years and 212 videos later. I'm at 212 videos now.
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
It's a lot.
It is, man. It is.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. How long do you usually put into a video? Like, how long does it take to film, edit, all that kind of good stuff?
It just kind of depends because, I mean, I still work full time in detail, and I have retail also.
Gotcha, yeah.
So it takes a while.
Yeah, Mike's jumping into the retail section over there.
Yeah.
Good deal.
You got all kind of Max Shine stuff.
Yeah, I got Max Shine and Auto Fiber, and
perfect.
I got 16 different manufacturers.
Wow, nice. Very good.
Yeah.
He made me buy a Reaper. It's pretty good. I like it so far. So
nice, very nice.
Goodbye.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, again, just the cost to the performance is fantastic.
Yeah. So, have you ever met the guys at Ethos down there?
No.
They're in San Diego.
Are they in San Diego?
Yeah.
I thought they were. Are they? Do you know where in San Diego?
Let me look. I have to look them up.
Yeah, I thought Ethos was like Florida or something.
No.
I was thinking Orange County maybe, but
no.
Hard to keep up with all these brands.
It is, yeah. There's a lot for sure,
for
sure. And everyone kind of. It seems like everyone. I'm looking behind Mike there. The lithium, their little trim cubes that they have. Like everyone's got their product that is really great.
Yep, them trim cubes are so impressive. I'm 12 months. 2 or 3 weeks, I'm 12 months deep, and they still bead. You can still see the tape line. Unbelievable product.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, no, and super easy. Like, rip open the pack, you have your little sponge there, and you get
boom. Anybody can do it. Foolproof.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I just made an order with lithium. I'm about to try out more of their stuff. I think I've been sleeping on them a little too long, but a year later with the trim cubes, I'm like, I've got to try the whole line now. So
yeah, definitely.
Yep, but are we ever going to see a ImJoshV brand?
Yes, I don't know. I've been toying with it. I just don't want to like come out with a brand just because, you know. Yeah. So I've been toying with it. I've been looking, like I've been trying to source some stuff, and I think initially I'd probably start off with the soap just because I've done so many videos on foam cannons and stuff. So I have. That's where most of my knowledge is, and then like that would probably be my initial product. And I was looking at doing that, and then I came across like with 𝗚𝗜𝗡𝗦, I was like, they're already established. They're a great brand. Why don't I offer that? And just when I first did my first order, I ordered a wide range. But I think moving up, like there's certain items that are in my favorites, and I'll try and focus on those. But so far, man, it's hard to tell. Like I've been using their Super Foam, Active Foam, and then GSF, and it's hard to tell. I love them all. They're all really good. The good thing about GSF is you can get it in a liter versus the 5 liter. But yeah, I mean, the products are great. So it's like, I don't want to just make my own brand just for, just to do it. If it's not something that can compete with the quality of these other brands, and another thing with them, like they're so dilutable, and that's what I would want to do with mine. So that, ideally I would like to be able to ship people a 5-gallon jug, but that doesn't make sense, with shipping and everything. So I'm thinking about maybe going super concentrated so people can, I don't know. But I've been toying with the idea for sure.
They're in Vista.
Yeah. They're in Vista.
Vista.
Interesting. Yeah. No.
Which is not too far from San Diego.
No. It's still San Diego County. Yeah. It's super close. I mean, I have the majority of my customer base is out of Carlsbad, and Carlsbad, San Marcos, and Vista all butt up against each other. So yeah, I'm right there. So,
what's the most, what's the one car that you've detailed that you were like super nervous to touch?
Let's see here. I guess probably just because the whole situation, it was years ago, and it was Shaun White, the Olympic snowboarder. He had just had a brand new, it was a Murcielago, I think, delivered, and it was dirty on the truck, so I went out there to do his, and that was just nerve-wracking because it's a very expensive car, and then plus he was there the whole time, so it was just a whole that whole thing. That, and then I have a customer now, and he's constantly getting new stuff, but each car, like he's got a Cullinan, he's got a Phantom extended wheelbase. He's they don't necessarily, and he only gets black, right? So they all, you just don't want to do anything to him to cause anything. So, and I take care of his cars on a weekly basis. But every time a new one comes in, I'll do a full paint correction and ceramic coat them and all that kind of stuff. And,
that's when you upsell. You got all these black vehicles. We gotta coat them up. We gotta put them on the full maintenance plan.
That's right.
Exactly. You don't want these things getting dusty. But luckily he's super anal about his cars anyway. So it's literally he's got 2, 4. He's got 6 in his garage. He really only drives one of them. So I always do that one every week, and then I'll rotate 2 or 3 others, and then just keep those on rotation so that they all stay nice. But it's
so Kim wants to know: are most of your cars are most of your details daily drivers with paint enhancements?
Yep. Yeah, I would say the majority of them. Obviously, I have my long-term clientele that I'll do maintenance, and then the big jobs when they get new cars. But yeah, I'd say 90% of my business is customers calling, that want that kind of service, $300 to $400 service. So,
So going back to SEMA, what was kind of maybe your most anticipated thing coming out of it? Any product wise or just future of detailing wise?
Yeah. So again, like I said, with that, what Jimbo covered as well, not a ton of new innovation that we saw. Auto fiber, like their barrel blade, it's like based off the same thing that that has been around for a long time, but he just made it better. Actual snap closure, you don't have to worry about the sleeve coming off of it. I really like that. And then outside of that, there was really just more relationships. This was the first time I went where I got to meet a bunch of people. So hopefully I can collaborate with more brands and do some more stuff with them and just help to promote it. Again, like Xion, I love Xion products. And I was just walking by the booth, and one of the sales guys shouted over to me, and I went over there, and then I met Eve, who's their like face of the brand. Super nice guy. He's a Porsche guy, and we started talking about that stuff. So just cool to kind of connect with everyone.
Yeah, a handshake goes a long way with these companies. So
yeah, for sure.
That's why hopefully I can get out more this next year.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's it's a lot of fun for sure.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Kids will be a little older.
Yeah,
I'll get out.
I was only out there. I drove out Show started Tuesday. I drove out Tuesday morning, went to the show Tuesday afternoon, all day Wednesday, and then Thursday morning I took off because I had details back here on Friday. But I feel like you can get the detail haul done in that amount of time. Perfect. I just didn't have a lot of time to cruise the rest of the show and check everything out. But which was fine. The little bit that I did, like I said, I went the year prior, and you could get places pretty quickly. And this year, man, it was like just traffic jam and people everywhere. So I'm tired anyway. I'm gonna get out of here. So
Yep.
That's crazy.
Mike, got any bonus questions or something?
He did not have any more bonus questions.
Wow, Rick, you're slacking.
Rick slipping.
What a slack.
I'm surprised. Like when I see the walls, I can see all three walls in the background, but as all them product reviews, and I just don't. I see all that space there. I see, all the foam cannons he's done, all the pressure washers he's done. Oh, I see the foam cannons over there. I do see them now.
Right here, yeah, they're everywhere.
We got all that space back there. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I just got this rack in, so just put that in. So I got a bunch of the pressure washers I'm going to do the giveaway on. There's a bunch there, and then a couple different sets of tires for my car. So my shop's about 1,100 square feet. So we're looking at trying to buy a place or be ready to. And I've been looking out a little bit outside, like outskirts of San Diego County, where you can get a little bit more land and not have it just because it's super expensive down here, right? So, but there's one property that we're looking at, and it's got a whole built out shed with a lift and everything in it, and it's 40 by 60 feet. And I'm just looking at like how I'd want to just like so rad. I don't know. We'll see if that happens, but I would love it if it did, but again, prices are so expensive now. Interest rates are higher. So it's just tricky, very tricky to buy anything.
So Chad, if you got any more questions, hit us up.
So when you started, you were in a van at first or the shop at first?
No, mobile. Yeah, mobile.
So when you first got the shop, I mean, were you like nervous as hell, or you're like, oh, this is going to be game changing?
I got it because I started getting more ceramic coating clients. So I wasn't too worried about it because I was like, and when I got it, it was at the very beginning of COVID. So I got a really good deal. I was paying $1,300 a month or $1,350 a month for 1,100 square feet. And then now it shot up quite a bit. They raised it like $700 on me a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was like a 45% increase or something like that. Yeah. So, but it's still justified for sure. And then, I like working out of it more, but at the same time, still 90% of my business is probably mobile. Just the customer client, the clientele I've built up are like, they're used to me coming to them. So it makes sense to me, and I like it too, that when I do a job here, I feel like it takes me longer. When I go to a customer's house, I that's all I'm doing. I get it done, and it's like working from home. Like I have other things I can do here, and so it takes longer. So I like
that's interesting take.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. So you're a man on a mission, mobile, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
So do you have you just have certain days that you're mobile and certain days you're shop, or you're just shops every day and you just have a guy that goes mobile?
No. So I only have one employee right now. He goes mobile and I go mobile. And then the shop is here when I need it.
Wow.
It really is the main part of it. And then it's the home base. So like he comes to the shop, all the materials are here. He'll load up the van, go out and all that kind of stuff. So
Mike, I think we have a question. Or is that the question you asked?
What?
I think Granular 𝗚𝗓𝗧𝗢 asked a question. You want to pop it up? There you go.
Would you consider mobile or jump straight into a garage?
Personally, I'd start mobile. I think building your clientele, because obviously the cost to start is way lower if you're doing mobile. Yeah, you don't have to worry about a monthly fee of your shop. It's easy just to have your products in your garage. You load up, you go, and then like I said, also I think people really appreciate it because it's making their life easier. At the same time, having a shop is super nice. And I think with the shop, it's easier to market online because you can, drop your pin in that area and market right around, within a 5-mile radius. Yeah. That's beneficial too. But I would say mobile first, just out of ease and lower barrier of entry.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I've never done mobile because I live in Louisiana. Wow. So for 6 months of the year, it is unbearable outside. And I would probably die.
That's dependent on the area for sure. For San Diego, it's mobile's no problem at any point of the year. But yeah, depending where you live, for sure, that could be a.
I've been garage based almost my whole time too.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I have a 3-car garage, and basically the big part of the garage, I just turn the car in sideways and just run a long ways, and I just have my lights run the long way, and it's perfect. Nice.
Are you pressure washing them inside or outside?
No, I wash them outside and then bring them in, dry them all off, and I do everything else in here. I got the air over here. I got all my towels sit there, and all my chemicals sit there.
Very nice.
That's it. I'm good. I can play my music. I got my lights, and I'm good.
Yep. Is that what you guys usually music while you're detailing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm usually listening to podcasts, I think. Sometimes music. I listened to music on my last one, so yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, like, again, when I first started, it was always music, and now it's podcasts just because it's always something new. Like, I've listened. I'm constantly waiting for Joe Rogan to put up a new podcast. Like, I have something to listen to because I've gone through the whole back catalog. So
yeah, what's funny about the Joe Rogan podcast? I listened to that one for years, but once you listen to like 2 or 3 years of it, it almost starts to repeat the same conversations. Yeah. So I stopped listening to it for a while. I think I might turn it back on and see if there's anything new going on.
Yeah, no, I think you're right though. I think it does get a little repetitive. Like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I definitely understand what you're saying.
I do listen to podcasting when I'm driving, or if I'm at my day job. I do listen to podcasts while I'm there.
Yeah, definitely. For me, when I years ago, and it was before having everything on your phone, I would take like an MP3 player or whatever, and I'd listen to music. But my playlist would only be so big, so when it repeats, when it started over, I'd be like, "Oh crap, I'm only here," because I would know like this amount of time has passed, and then as I'm working on the car, I'm like, "Oh crap, I need to speed up. I'm only at this point. I should be at this point if the song's back on." But just
the good way to time yourself. Yeah,
usually podcasts.
Yeah, I'll do that with podcasts. I'm like, this is an 1.5-hour podcast, so I should be here. And then it'll end. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going on? I'm behind. Yeah,
exactly. That's why I like to Joe Rogan. Usually my details are right around that 3-hour mark.
Yeah, you should be wrapping up a whole vehicle at the end of a Joe Rogan podcast.
Exactly, and that's exactly what you're saying.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it works out well.
In the links for Josh, I have your website, Instagram, and YouTube channels. You want to throw any plugs in for your stuff down there?
What website do you have on there?
Your DTTV one?
The DTLR supply?
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the main one. And then if anybody just wants to check it out, it's just detailgreenusa.com. If you want to get an idea of how I market my actual detail business. That's the parent company one. That's the one I didn't do all the SEO for, but is now doing really well just because of YouTube. So you can check that one out and just kind of see how I lay everything out if anybody's wondering how to do that. So
there you go. I have one more topic I want to tackle. You reviewed everything, but this might be a good clip for your channel, Mike. So we're rolling into Black Friday season. What are maybe your like top 3 picks budget wise for the people to be looking out for? It can be vacuum, polisher, it can be products, whatever you got.
Yeah, so let's see here. I'm going to be doing a Home Depot Black Friday video. That's the next one that's going to be coming up, and they have the Ryobi 1800 on sale for $88 or something like that, which is interesting to me because I think I've seen it for $110 normally, but they have it. It says 88, normally 120. So I don't know. I don't know what that is, but still good value there. And then same thing, like especially if you're just getting started, those items like that, the Ryobi at that price. They have a rigid vacuum at an amazing price. Let's see here. What else? Detailing product wise, I don't know of anything like specific. I would keep an eye out for, let's see here. Tornador products. I really like them. I didn't use them in the past. I've started using them more and more, and I really, really like them. So that's great. And then, what else, man? Oh,
yeah.
jump battery jump starters. My God.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, they always come up on Amazon. I've done a couple of reviews on them in the past, but like all the brands make, I mean, they all work. So if you see one come up, especially as a mobile guy, I can't tell you how many times I've been out working on a car, the doors open, you're working on it. If the battery wasn't 100% off the bat, it drains it. You can't start the car. Having that to fire it up, it's for sure a good idea to have one of those.
Yeah. Mike, you just ruined your own clip. What are you doing over there?
That's my dog. She was sitting there like she wouldn't like bumping into things. Like, oh, move, dog. And she wouldn't, and then Mike, she almost wanted to come up here, and then she took off, and then I'm like, I have a bulldog, and
she wants
and now she's coming back again.
Is that English or French or American or what kind of bulldog?
Old English.
Old, right on. Very cool.
And here she comes, and she's like my shadow. And here she's back again, and now she's like wants to do it again. Yeah. Freaking dog,
Mike. You gonna be running any sales for Black Friday around the corner?
Yes, I'm going to be running sales, probably either 20 or 25% off.
Do you carry lithium?
Yes.
Do you stock the trim cubes?
Yes.
There you go, people. Go get those, especially if those things are fantastic.
So good. So good. Yeah. I'm right there with you. The Ryobi pressure washers. That's what I run, the 1600. Usually $60 every year, but this year, not be surprised if they're only like 80.
There she is.
There she is.
What a sweetie.
Beefy girl.
Yeah, from what I've seen, have you been to Home Depot and looked for the 1600? Are they still stocking them in your?
I wait till Black Friday. Well, usually I mosey. I'm not too serious about it, but I'll usually, they usually don't sell out. I just one under each arm, go to the register. Yeah. Just
like at my local stores, I haven't been seeing the 1600 stocked in. Mm-hmm. It looks like they're maybe like replacing that with the 1800. So
they might be. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was such a good deal. But usually the Gorilla step ladders are like a fraction of what they are, but this year I think I saw them. They're only like down to 50, so it's not as good of a deal this year.
Yeah,
they're usually at least down to 30.
Oh, those are down to 50, and then you know what else is the is it Gorilla the extending ladders?
Yeah, I think
that one. It's normally 220, so that'll be in my video coming up. It's normally 220, I think, and they're on sale for $100.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, when I first bought those Gorilla step ladders, it was like 5 years ago. They were $20 on Black Friday.
Yeah.
I
got 3 of them.
They're so good.
This year I'm gonna have to replace them. So 50 is not that good of a deal to where I originally bought them, but it's time to replace them now.
I go to the DeWalt section.
Yeah.
Have you guys been by Home Depot at all? Looking at
I haven't been by yet.
So again, the video's coming up on Tuesday, but like Milwaukee, DeWalt, Makita, and Rigid all have a deal where like you buy one of these kits and you choose a free tool. So I needed more because I'm usually DeWalt guy, but I have the Milwaukee polishers as well. So I wanted to get some extra batteries. So they had a 2-pack of batteries and a charger for $199, and then you could choose whatever tool. So I picked up a cordless leaf blower. It's $170 a leaf blower. Just and every one of those brands is doing something like that. So keep an eye.
Are there any deals on the polishers? Because I was looking at those Milwaukee polishers. They look nice. No deals, huh?
No, they don't even stock them in store.
Yeah, okay, that's the problem.
So, online. Yeah. I have 2 of them now. I in the video that I made comparing that and the DeWalt, I mentioned that the head on the Milwaukee is smaller and it would kind of cramp my hand, but I've been using it so much now it doesn't anymore at all.
Gotten used to it, yeah.
Yeah, so which I figured
I love my DeWalt one though. My DeWalt polishers.
It's so good.
It's so badass.
They're so good. Yeah, they're really nice. Not having a cord is yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, and the rigid vacuum, get the detailing. The detailing kit is usually on sale with
the detailing kit for Black Friday.
Pick that up.
So that'll be in the video as well. But they have it's called the detailing kit, and it's an extra long hose. But the one and it's like $25 or something like that. But it's not the orange crush proof hose.
What?
Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to be putting it in there, but it looks like they came out with a new one that's just a regular hose. It's kind of a bummer.
Wow.
Yeah,
that kind of sucks.
Like the other kit with the orange hose for $50 or whatever is still like that. Like that's the one to get.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I'm hoping they'll do something, but as of right now, the other thing again, I had never seen it before. I actually ripped the box open to check.
Yeah.
And you squeeze the hose and it just claps right in. So
wow,
that sucks.
Picking that combo up this year and throwing like the extractor, the $20 extractor head on it, and kind of making it my cheapo extractor. I was thinking about doing that, but
yeah, there's a company reached out to me. They're sending me a unit, and they built out a kit.
Yeah, the better extractor.
No. It's because there's been a couple of videos online of guys turning their shop vacs into an extractor, and basically this I can't remember what the company's called off the top of my head.
I think it's called Rip Clean now, but it was better extractor if I'm
I think correct. No, you're right. Something yeah, I think that's it. Yeah,
they're very popular on TikTok. I see them a lot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, they're sending a unit out to me. I'm gonna check it out and see how it works because
nice.
Yeah, just on the YouTube side, I see the views that those guys were getting for making those things. I was like, geez,
yeah,
that's a good video. But this just seems like a nice, easy option for people to plug and play. So,
yep. All right, Mikey. Well, that's all I got for the Black Friday deals. Hope it helps somebody out there.
Heck yeah, and it's coming up soon too.
Appreciate it, Josh.
Absolutely, no worries, guys. Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming on, Josh. You were requested to be on this show.
Very cool. Again, honored to
anticipated.
Very cool.
So, what you got coming up? Anything, Jamie? What's
next Friday is Phoenix EOD right before we take a holiday for Thanksgiving. So then, we'll just probably take a week off. We might make a special Black Friday episode. I thought about it, kind of doing what we just did, me and Dewar.
Yeah.
So I could talk about Black Friday deals all day.
Yeah. Fun. I know. I almost want to reach out to some companies and be like, hey, what are the deals? And that way,
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Give you kind of the scoop so you can have a video ready.
Exactly.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
that'd be cool to do.
So that's about it.
Yeah.
So in the descriptions, I'll have Josh's website. If you want to go there, check out his goods. He's also got a retail store. He's got the MJJC aftermarket foam cannons there. Does it also have the 1.25 and the 1.1 millimeter orifice that comes with it? Yeah.
So when I initially started ordering those, I did half and half. I did just the MJJC branded ones, and then I did some unbranded ones. The exact same unit, but yeah, exactly the same across the board. They come with the 1.25 installed, and then they come with the 1.1 that you could swap into it.
Yeah, you can't beat that then. Shoot.
Nah, yeah, it's fantastic.
MJJC is just crazy foam cannon.
Crazy amount of foam. Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then if you're not following on Instagram, there's a link down there. If you're not subscribed to his YouTube channel, there's a link down there. So make sure you go down there and click on all that and do all that fancy stuff. And then next Friday, be on Jamie's channel. And then on the 30th, I believe Rick will host. We'll have Pan the organizer.
I bet Rick don't miss that one, does it? I bet Rick shows up. Big
smile. It'll be on a Wednesday. It's on a Wednesday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time.
I made it special.
It's only because on the weekends his girlfriend's doesn't work, so he's unavailable on the weekends for her time. So if we do it during the weekday, that's how we did it last year with him and the year before. So if we do it on the weekday at this specific time, which we do every year at this time, he's cool with it. And then we're doing the one show in December, which is so we just have Christmas off, and it's hard to get people to commit anything in Christmas time anyway. So people are normally busy anyways. But Josh, appreciate you coming on.
Tell me, wait till the beginning of the year. So
but right after the new year, I got people lining up for shows. So make sure y'all subscribe and be all ready for what's coming up next.
Yep.
Yeah, the pan will be a good one, man. I did that collab with him, and then I met him at SEMA for the first time in person.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Nicest guy, man.
Yeah, he's cool as heck.
Another guy I'm glad, 𝗟𝗓𝗧𝗢𝗎 brought him in for their booth. Like invited you out. Love to see it. I think it's awesome.
Definitely. Yeah, no, I actually, when I was headed out there, I just wrote out to him, and I wrote out to Pan specifically. I go, hey, are you going to be at the show? I'd like to come by. Because I saw on Instagram that he was going to be at the 𝗟𝗓𝗧𝗢 booth. I said, hey, can I come by and just film a video with you real quick, kind of highlighting the new stuff, and super accommodating.
Cool.
Yeah, y'all got to go check out the SEMA interviews Josh has on his channel. Been phenomenal. I've watched them all. Great stuff.
Perfect. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks, guys. So I'm going to end the show. We'll be backstage, and then we'll say our buys.
Cool.
Right. Peace, everybody.